Nerd Effect News Show. We are on episode number 25. I'm one of your nerd anchors, Dustin Vancour, joined by my buddies,
Macamogan,
Mason Ireland,
Nikki Prindle.
Yay!
Oh my god. Dudes, guess what?
Poop.
The OG crew is back.
Yeah!
What?
Thug life.
Good thing we know lots of later notes to sit in for me while I go do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun having Verna on to discuss her
She sent me a
adventures.
picture of a sticky note on her forehead because you kept calling her the wrong thing.
I did. So she, I kept calling her by her legit name.
You're like, you shouldn't just straight up cut you. She's hardcore.
that would have made a hell of an episode.
It would have, actually, yeah. She probably could have.
And in this
Just
episode, Dustin gets cut.
just the
Dustin gets
sounds of
straight up shanked.
just the sounds of screaming and murder in the background. That's all you hear.
Mike just talking over it. Like
Verna
nothing's
giggling
happening.
obsessively.
Pulls out the blade, starts climbing on the table. I'm like, wait, let me get the video going.
wait, we need to live stream this. It's what Dustin would have wanted.
I'm still here, guys. It's what Dustin would have wanted.
Any news is good news.
I would have been sad I wouldn't have been here for that, though, because that sounds like a really entertaining day.
Hey, Nikki,
Hi.
you want to fill us in? Since you've been gone so long.
I don't know, I'm trying to think of all the things I was gone for. Oh, I haven't even, been here since Salt Lake Comic-Con, have I?
No.
Holy shit sacks.
That's why Verna was here pretty much for the news show.
Yeah, I went to a con. It was great. God, it was long enough ago that I don't know if I can actually give more answers than it was great. While we were waiting in line to go in, there was a superhero marathon going on, and a lot of people had on those stupid socks that have the capes on them that I always thought made no sense until I saw people running in them. Now I get it. Just the capes streaming in the wind off their ankles. It was really cool. I don't know why I just did motions of it.
No, that's good. I do
Yeah.
that all the time.
I know. We talk with our hands, Dustin. It's fine. But yeah, it was super fun. I got to meet Felicia Day. I bought her book and had her sign it, and I was like, "This is my birthday present to myself." And
Didn't
she
she
was like,
give you hugs?
I'm getting
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Rude.
Sorry.
I'm like, "This is my birthday present to myself." She's like, "When's your birthday?" I'm like, "It was yesterday." And she's like, glomp, leaned over and gave me a hug, and I squeaked on a level only audible to small animals, but it's fine. Didn't get my Barrowman photo op. I actually got sent a feedback. They had a feedback survey for the con, and I made sure to, in detail, describe every reason the photo ops were horribly run. For those of you that don't know me in real life, IRL, if you will, I have crippling social anxiety. I'm medicated. Usually if you guys see us at cons, I'm behind a table, which helps a lot. I do very well behind a table when I'm there in an official capacity with things to talk to people about. However, you just set me loose in a giant, building full of
Other people with social anxiety issues.
of nerds, yeah. I'm, on the verge basically the whole time. So I was already, borderline. I kept having to find nice, quiet places to go
Calm for a second.
Calm for a second, exactly. And then the time came for the photo ops, and I was super pumped, and my friends I was there with were going to be in on it with me because you could have up to 4 people on one pass, which means that there were hundreds of people waiting for this photo op, and you go up, and there were 4 staff members wrangling, I say that with finger quotes for those of you who can't see me, wrangling the hundreds of people who are there, for the Barrowman photo op. There's no line. There's not a line. It is a group of people shuffling towards the front, being rude as fuck, invading each other's personal space, volunteers yelling at you. You ask them, "Hey, where do I need to go?" And they have no response for you, or say, "Give me a second, I'll be right back," and then they don't come back. And it just turned into this thing where apparently I turned ashen gray and started sweating profusely, and Science Sarah was like, "Let's get you out of here." And I'm like, but, okay. So I was just out my $50, and it was awful. And I had to go sit behind some of the vendor booths. There's an alleyway behind the vendor booths between that and the wall, and I just go hide back there for an hour. It was awful. But somebody parked a Dalek next to me.
Oh, that's nice.
While I was back there, so that was pretty cool. It beeped when it backed up. I know, it was amazing. And I'm just sitting there in my Doctor Who douche hat, and I'm just like, selfies. So that happened. But yeah, so I didn't get my photo up. But honestly, if somebody was like, you can either give me $50 or do that again, I'd be like, here's $100 for you to not talk to me about this ever again. So I didn't get my Barrowman photo.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
But I did have the worst panic attack of my life. So there's that.
And you hugged a nerd hottie.
But yeah, then I went and got in Felicia Day's line because everyone was over at the John Barrowman photo op. And I got hugs.
See, not that Barrowman's not a nerd hottie.
He's pretty gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I would totally almost go straight for that gay man.
How does that work?
It doesn't.
Okay, just
I have
checking.
a friend, we used to say that we were going to get married because he's gay and I'm gay. And it would technically be gay marriage because that was before gay marriage was legal.
Yeah.
So we were going to get gay married. And I was like, but I'm totally going to cheat on you with a lady. He's like, that's fine. I'm totally going to cheat on you with a dude. So.
Okay. But you would have gotten tax benefits.
Exactly. But we didn't do it.
Yeah.
It would have been just a lie. A total lie. Ours was a love that was not meant to be. But yeah, it was super fun con. There were some really amazing costumes there. I did not dress up, which I regretted instantly because I think that I would have handled the social environment better if I'd had something cool, like a safety case.
But you still had the tenant shirt on, and
I had the
Doctor
tenant
Who
shirt,
hat
and I
the
have that's
screwdriver.
not
That's not
dressing up.
cosplay.
Oh, it's close enough.
No, it is not.
it's not.
Although they did weapons check my sonic screwdriver.
That's pretty awesome.
I know, it's still got the sticker on it. I'm like, I really hope that this means that somewhere out there Switchblade Sonics exist. Or that they think it's actually dangerous.
Sonic Switchblades.
Yeah. I have a Sonic
Name my new
Spork
punk
now.
band.
Came in the loot crate last month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I ate my breakfast with it. Spark, so you're like, I can eat solids and liquids.
What?
Huzzah. Like a
defying
boss.
defying breakfast physics.
Adulting so fucking hardcore, it hurts. Yeah, so that was my experience, and then I was just up in Portland last week. Not last week.
Yeah, last time.
Yeah.
Did you come back with any cool swag?
I was pretty broke.
But you had pictures and stuff, right?
Yeah, I took pictures and we went up to Seattle and stuff. We did go to Daiso, which is amazing, and it's this Japanese dollar store in Seattle.
Yes.
Yep.
That's where I got your markers.
I don't know, that's where I got this super cool kitty pencil case that I got all my crochet hooks in. And like the noise it makes. And then like all these notebooks.
Oh.
Pop filter, what are you doing? Like tiny notebooks that are like moleskins basically, but it was $1.50. I'm like, I need to go back, bring an extra suitcase, and hit up Daiso. I got this really cool fountain pen that I was super pumped about, and like extra cartridges for it, and then it decided to start exploding ink everywhere, and so now I've got extra cartridges and nothing to put them in. And I'm sad.
I guess that's what you get from a dollar store.
I've heard mixed reviews. It seems like they're hit or miss. Sometimes you get one that's good, sometimes you don't. So I may just go buy like 8 of them.
Yeah.
And I hope at least 4 of them work.
Exactly. Yeah, because it was a really fun pen to write with, and you feel cool. Yeah, they have everything there. It's a magical land.
It is very magical. They got everything. They got like Pocky and like every Japanese candy you could possibly
But
fucking
then,
imagine
like,
on
their
the wall.
craft section, and I wish I'd realized this at the time, they had all these cheapo yarns, which I assumed would be acrylic, so I didn't even pay attention to them. They were wool, apparently.
Yeah.
So, gonna buy that. But then they also had, like, needle felting kits, like, oh, I want to make an adorable tiny animal out of wool. And, like, it just came with all these, like, little not bobbins, whatever you would call them, little nubbins of colored wool. And I used it to spin with some other stuff I had, so I've got, like, a cool multicolored yarn that I made for $1.50.
Nice.
It was, that was, like, my favorite. I'm like, why didn't we come here first when I had money? But, yeah, it was my first flying experience in a long time, and I wore my Gen Con hat that Verna got me at the airport, and the guy that was like the TSA agent in Portland was like, oh, what's Gen Con? And I was telling him about it. He's like, oh, I love board games. I play Monopoly all the time. And I'm just like,
Not quite the same.
Sorry, dude.
Not what I meant, but you're a figure of authority, so I'm going to pretend it is.
Yeah. Gen Con.
Totally all about Monopoly. Sometimes shoots and ladders happens.
Sorry, maybe. Monopoly.
But never the game of life. That just breaks the fantasy.
Somebody was telling me, and I can't remember who it was, that they play a version of the game of life that's like if it was real life. So, like, if another car lands in the same square as your car, that's a car accident, and you have to roll to see how many members of your family survive.
Oh, God.
And then, like, all this other stuff, so, like, sometimes it's just your kid that makes it to the end, but it's fine.
And somehow your kid's driving in the car all the way
Yeah.
there.
And I'm like, I would actually play the game of life if somebody wrote out those rules.
And which one of you's got to call the insurance company and file a claim?
Nationwide is on your side.
Don't they have event cards in there?
Huh?
Don't they have event cards?
You
in
can
the
make
game?
up your own, yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Like, oh,
crack addict,
crippling
Oh, hey.
depression,
Surprise!
Let's get the real
got
life.
AIDS.
evicted from your house because your landlord's friend got evicted from his house and needs a place to live. You laugh because it seems implausible, but that happened to me. Womp womp. Yeah,
Okay, time now
Missed you
to
guys.
so we need to move on.
we're on a super specific schedule because these two jokers
Yeah,
have a game at 4.
Mike's being antsy.
It's like the nerdiest reason to need to leave your nerdy podcast, though. Like,
Yeah.
I need to stop our D&D game so I can go play another one.
Yeah.
Anyway, not much new here either. I've been playing a lot of Far Cry 4.
I'm
is
gonna
fun.
get a PS3.
Yeah, I'm just still working on the
Welcome to
Skyrim.
2005, Nikki.
Fuck you. How about that?
I'm still working on my Skyrim achievements. I got like these last 5 achievements out of all the achievements in the game left to do. It's pain.
Have you guys played Cow Evolution?
What?
You're talking about games. This is the one I'm obsessed with right now. I think it's called Cow Evolution. I have to check now. I downloaded it in Portland because I couldn't sleep. And I was like, oh, it's going to take me 2 days to get sick of this. Yeah, it is literally called Cow Evolution. I'm still playing it obsessively. So you've got these cows, and they start as baby cows. Like, these crates drop down with baby cows in them. You drag 2 baby cows together, they make an adult cow. You drag 2 adult cows together. They mutate as you drag more of them together.
Okay.
I got to a divine cow, but the cow shit is money. So you can, and it says CPS is craps per second. I kid you not. Like, it tells you the rate your cows crap at. I evolved mine to the point where I got the divine cow, which is like, it looks like some sort of Buddhist god floating in space.
Just
Or
dropping
Hindu god,
shits.
like, just an Eastern religion. And yeah, it drops shooting stars instead of shits, but they're worth 100,000 poops. And then if you breed your cows enough, Martians take notice and they come and show up and they're like, hey, give me one of this kind of cow. So you like breed your cows until you get that one and you give it to the Martian. He's like, here's a bunch of rubies. And then you can go to Mars with your rubies and breed alien cows, which are basically the exact same thing, only green. And it's amazing.
What does the currency have to do with the game?
You can use it to buy bonuses. Like, I bought a tractor that collects cow shit while I'm not playing.
Oh.
So I can log back in and it's like, you collected 13 million cow poops. And then you can buy upgrades for the tractor.
So we can collect more cow poops.
Yeah, increase the frequency at which cows are dropped. And then there's this one bonus that you can buy, but you have to use diamonds, which you only get sometimes, and you use the diamonds, and it doubles their poops production. So you get like twice the poops.
So diamonds have a high fiber content, is what you're saying?
Okay, it's
Apparently.
and like the art is shitty, and it's the stupidest, simplest game, and I've been playing it for what, 2-3 weeks now, and I can't fucking stop. And then apparently once you get all the way through it, you can reset it, and the higher up level cows that you breed are different. It's like Tamagotchis, but worse. Anyways, you guys were talking about your cool video games, so I had to butt in with my Cow Evolution.
with your weird mobile game.
There's one called a mutant.
A mutant?
They've got funny names.
To like 90 udders.
One's called a bovi, and it's basically like this weird, like, giant eyeball with cow heads sticking off of it. One's called Cowzilla. It's exactly what you think it is.
They can only breed those in Japan?
No.
No.
But they would sell like hotcakes if you did.
Cowzilla.
Yeah.
Robots in disguise. Wait. That's not.
Where it battles Mecha Cowzilla.
Has anybody watched Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark yet?
No.
Oh my god, you should. It's got the actor who played Teal'c in SG-1.
Oh, Jesus.
He's old now. Not that great of an actor, it turns out, when he's not playing an emotionless alien.
Yeah. Well.
It's fantastic. There's a mega shark, and they make a mecha shark to fight it. But then, like, the AI that's running the mecha shark goes crazy and starts killing people. So they have to figure out how to make the mega shark attack it because that's the only thing strong enough.
Oh.
Oh God, Mason, it would hurt your brain so much.
It already has.
It's amazing.
I still want to see Lava Lantula.
Wait, what was it? Lava Lantula?
Yep.
I'm writing this down. Netflix finally figured out that I like made-for-TV sci-fi movies, and it was like top recommendations for Nikki. Human Centipede 3 was on there though, and I'm really not sure how to feel about that.
I'm not touching that.
Because that means they made 3 of them, first of all.
Yep. And I think the third one's like they do it with prisoners in a prison camp or something like that.
I haven't watched any of them, and I
I
don't want
watched
to.
the trailer for the first one, and no, thank you.
It just looks
I kind
gross.
of wish I could scrub the trailer out of my
Yeah,
brain.
like I like scary and like campy, but that just looks like gross to a point where it's not entertaining unless you're kind of fucked up. Yeah. But they made 3
So
of
did you
them.
like it, Dustin?
I never watched it.
Oh.
I see what you did there. High five. Oh, pouty face at Mason.
I was trying to think of what that movie I watched was that was really bizarre. And of course, I'm going to say it's Japanese, but
Lava Lantula?
Lava Lantula.
Okay, I'm writing this down.
It's
I'm
exactly what it
shitting
sounds
now.
like. It's a bunch of fucking giant tarantulas that live in a fucking volcano and they fucking spit lava.
That's amazing. Big Ass Spider is another really good one.
Big ass spiders.
That one was really good. It's got the guy from Heroes in it. I don't remember what his power was in Heroes.
Remember his name?
No, it was like the kind of boring dad figure who had like the dark hair.
With the horn rimmed glasses and.
Maybe. I
I
didn't
don't
really
think
watch
he had
Heroes.
a power. He wasn't the.
No,
He was the
that's not
he was
guy
the
then. This guy
superhuman
had a power.
wrangler guy.
This guy had a power. Anyways.
Anyway.
And the only reason I know of Lava Lantula is because Ralph Garman's in it. Kevin Smith's co-host on
Oh, nice.
on his podcast. Yeah.
There's some really good shitty movies out there, and Netflix has all of them.
Oh, what was it? Was it Zombie Ass? Is that what it's called, Mike?
what?
Or Ass Zombie? Is that freaking crazy Japanese?
Are you talking Mutant Girl Squad with the ass chainsaw?
That one too. But there was,
I'm listening.
but it's on Netflix.
It's ridiculous.
There's one called Zombie Ass too, which is
I kind of want to watch Zombievers, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's not going to be as good as it is in my head.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not.
just these bizarre,
God, I love.
like
shit
they're almost
like
shot in the style of like Power Rangers.
that. They do
just,
it on purpose.
But just far crazier.
No, it's on purpose. It's
I
a
know.
whole company that they
Well, it's
started
one
out
director.
doing- yeah, they did it on accident, I think, and then they were like, "Oh shit, people like this. Let's just make these shitty movies." And they went crazy. I can't remember
It's
what
just
they're
Sentai,
called.
right? Sentai's the
Something like
style?
that.
I don't know.
I've got oh god, what is it? Not Piranaconda, but that one's fucking amazing. Like when the Red Mist Society, every time I hear the name, that's exactly the movie I picture, because when the Piranaconda eats people, they seriously are just poof, mist. It's amazing.
Just red mist.
Yeah, because they can't figure out how to actually make legit blood, so they just poof. You're a cloud of blood.
I also
now.
love how people in anime have extremely high blood pressure, to the point where, like, if you cut their head off, it's just like 9 feet of blood just spewing through the air.
Oh, you're talking anime. I was still talking shitty movies. I did just start watching Wakfu though. Have you guys watched that? Mm-hmm. It's really cute. Like it's good. It's not as good as it. You ever watch something and you're like, I'm completely addicted to this and I have no idea why?
Yeah.
It's one of those shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I've been seeing previews for this anime called One Punch Man,
Okay.
and it looks ridiculously awesome. I gotta check it out. Anyway, we should do news.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah.
I know Mike's probably aching. He's like,
Let's
"Oh,
let Mike go
we
first.
keep talking.
Let's skip the Rochambeau.
Right.
Just let him go first because he's like gonna explode if he doesn't do something.
All right, Mike, you're up.
Okay. Whoa. Yo. Whoa. Easy.
Haha, unprepared. Now who's holding up the show, Mike? It's
I'm
you.
gonna have to go home and tighten these fucking filters down
That's what she
somehow.
said.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Take that, baby. So, mass extinction.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys.
I like how he said that and then pushed his D&D notebook towards us. Anybody else really uncomfortable with this?
No.
Well, we're already dead. We can't get much deader.
So, when somebody mentions the phrase mass extinction, what do you guys think?
Supermassive, colossal event that would basically mean that the world's gonna end.
Asteroids
Meteor
coming
hits the
down and
Earth.
go and smush. all of
Actually,
a
there's
sudden,
been multiple mass extinctions over time.
it's true.
The super volcano in Yellowstone goes off.
We're all fucked.
Yeah. So, actually, I wasn't even aware of this, but apparently there have been 5 mass extinction events throughout the history of the world.
Yes.
Well, if you watched Cosmos, you would
and-
know that.
Oh, mic drop.
And apparently we are actually currently in the 6th.
Yeah, guess what caused that?
Mm-hmm.
Dustin raises his hand
Me, all by myself.
So,
with farts.
some researchers
Yeah.
found a new possible cause, or at least a contributing factor.
Was it
to mass
humans? I'm gonna
extinctions.
guess it's humans this time.
Well, the other 5 mass extinction events, the humans weren't really around.
I know,
for.
but this one, I'm pretty sure it's humans.
So, the new culprit that they're looking at is selenium.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna need
Yeah.
more details than that.
So, selenium is a type of metal rare enough that it is classified as a trace element by biologists. Despite its rarity, it is a key element required by all animal life and most plant life, micronutrient incorporated by enzymes that protect the body from harmful oxygen-containing molecules.
In other words, it's an antioxidant.
Yes. So, what researchers have found is that, let's see, I think it was mentioned like at least 3 of the mass extinction events, they were finding lower levels of selenium, and during other periods where life was more prolific, they found higher levels of selenium. So they believe that part of one of the major factors of the mass extinction events has been a lack of selenium. So there's too many life forms out there using the rare amounts of selenium that are already in the environment, and so you get to a point where there's a shortage, and so it becomes harder for animals to continue to thrive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, there's more details on the article, obviously, but that's the gist of it. That went a lot faster than I anticipated.
That's what she said.
Ah!
I missed you guys.
So what you're saying is, because there's so many people on the Earth, we're using up all the selenium too fast, and it is humans' fault. Okay.
Yeah.
Go us.
Especially Dustin's.
Yeah. Got a couple key
He has all
points.
that extra selenium he's hoarding himself.
I hear he's got like a selenium lick in his backyard, like what
Yeah.
people have for
Wasn't-
salt licks, and he just goes out there and goes, nah.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. Wasn't it selenium, like the ingredient in Head and Shoulders that they used in that movie Evolution to kill the big alien thing?
Was it?
I don't
Oh,
remember.
fuck, I forgot about that movie. Oh my
Yeah,
god, does
I think it
anybody own
was.
that?
With the one where they get shoved up in that alien's anus type
Yeah,
looking thing?
and it was like all Head and Shoulders. And the
Oh
reason they
my
were using Head and
God.
Shoulders is because it contains selenium.
Sorry, I don't see any movies matching only God does anybody own nuts.
What the fuck?
That was amazing.
What just happened? Siri, you cray. I think it has this thing that's turned on with the new iOS where if you say, "Hey Siri," while it's plugged in, except it's not doing it now. I don't know. There's some trigger phrase, and it makes it start listening without you having to push the button. And I think that we just accidentally said it.
Oh man, that was awesome.
That was. Does anybody something nuts.
Just the fact that nuts was in the phrase.
Nuts.
Oh man, that was brilliant.
Thanks, Siri.
Oh Jesus!
All right. The final thought on this story was, as for what caused the selenium drops, we don't know.
Do. The more you don't know.
I eated it.
Dustin eated it so hard.
Yep.
You guys.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh.
Okay. So, speaking of extinctions,
That really extincts.
we
Mickey's news is kind of extinctual too.
Well, maybe.
well, we see, there were these cute little humanoids that happen to live relatively recently. They're properly known as Homo floresiensis, or more commonly known as Hobbits. Well, turns out Frodo has a basement.
Doesn't surprise me. They hoard things.
But so the chamber that on Flores Island in Indonesia, that the Hobbit skeleton was found. Excuse me, the Hobbit skull was found in.
Damn it, Mason! It's light out. What are you doing?
The light's light out. It means it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah, but even when we're here in the dark on Sundays, you're still yawning.
Yeah. Maybe I just like sleep. Okay, leave me alone.
Sleep is good.
That's what I hear.
Just a slight update, guys. We're no longer on a time frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got word they canceled, so
Why did they cancel?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Sweet, I'll get the chips out of the car.
So-
I mean, I don't have a camera. Damn it.
I didn't have to be a chrono-Nazi jerk-ass anyway.
Chrono-Nazi.
Now that's the B movie that needs to be made.
Yes.
Oh,
Chrono
so that
Nazis.
sounds like something you could
Just-
probably use in our game.
Nazis in time.
Just German, just Nazi Hitler gets a hold of a watch that can freeze time.
Unfortunately, there's this doctor from Britain.
Yeah, that's why I was just singing the song. It's fine.
They do knock out Hitler, though, at one point in the series.
Yeah.
They put Hitler in the closet. Because that's where we put things that scare us. Anyway.
You stay here.
Mason had news.
Yeah. So we found a team that was just doing excavations in the cave.
Mason!
Sorry. Team that was just doing excavations in the cave found a passage way in the back that's incredibly steep and goes down to a cavern below the cavern that we had found the Hobbit in. So Frodo has a basement, and they weren't able to. They went down to it, but they weren't able to excavate it.
So they were too big.
No.
Oh, that's what she said.
Oh.
Can't excavate this hole. Too big.
Excavate these nuts. Don't
So-
know.
Yeah. So anyway. So they went down to the cavern and looked around, and they believe there used to be another entrance to this cavern that was to the side of the entrance to the cavern that we first found the Hobbit in. So
Just
they
like
could
your
have been.
mom.
So they could have been using this cavern as habitation also. So basically now another team needs to go back and excavate this new cavern to see if we can find any more Hobbit evidence. Because there are still some people who don't accept the Hobbit as a separate species, even though the skull is radically different than anything that we have found before.
So, the Hobbit had himself a love dungeon?
Or
Oh,
it
snap.
could be like where hobbits who still live with their parents go. They live in their parents' basement.
They go, Ma! Ma!
I need second breakfast!
Second breakfast.
Hot Pocket! Hot Pocket!
We're all out of hobbit cheesy poofs! I don't know why South Park happened.
Playing Lord of the Rings online. Because that makes sense.
Oh, snap, it does. So meta.
Dude, totes.
Totes my goats. Have you seen the picture of a goat in a tote bag and it says "Totes my goats" on it?
Oh,
Just toting his goats.
yes.
Or the dude riding the bike and he's got a goat like draped over his shoulders.
Okay, that's pretty funny. My friend Lisa posted a picture on Instagram the other day of a goat friend of hers, and his name is Zygote.
Oh. Oh.
Oh dear Lord, that
I like-
totally reminded me of a song I heard. I'll try and find a link for you guys sometime, but it's basically this band singing about vaginas.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
No, I really need you to explain that thought process to me. How did the goat named Zygote remind you of vaginas?
They reference zygote in the song.
Okay.
They ended
Anyways, on
off
that
with
disturbing note.
they ended off with na 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 vagina. It's catchy.
That's what I sing when I see vagina. I mean, no.
Jen must be getting really tired of that.
She's like, Jesus, this again? We've been married for how long and this is still happening?
I'm very thankful.
Vagina.
It deserves its own anthem.
And Nikki's down. Back to 3 hosts.
It's just weird because I'm friends with both of them, and I just, it's just. Anyway.
You say that like it's ever gonna stop me.
I know, and that's why I stopped mid-sentence, is because I realize fully well that anything I say is just going to make it worse. As he nods and looks pleased with himself. So my news
Yep.
is not a song about vaginas. I swear to God, Mike, if you pull that up and start playing it, I will cut you. I have tiny scissors in my bag.
Did you see that Finland has a band completely made up of dinosaurs and it's heavy metal and kids friendly?
How is that not your news?
It might be.
Also, you should send me links.
Wait, kid-friendly metal coming out of Finland?
Right?
I thought they only did.
Well, it
one...
looks like it's not just a band. It's like an actual
Like a show?
Yeah, they're called Heavy Source.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And
Do you guys know about Compressor?
I know
Okay.
the band.
Yeah, I've heard of the band and the type of engine.
Because he sings about like brushing your teeth and yeah.
Yeah.
So my news, derails are fun, is science. NASA made a big announcement on Thursday. Mars stuff. They were like teasing about it all week, like, oh, hold on to your hats, kids. Like what the guy that opened it actually said. Hold on to your hats, I believe. But so they live streamed it because NASA is completely aware that cable television is a slowly dying medium.
Not dying slowly enough.
Not enough.
Or quickly enough, I mean,
Yeah.
sorry.
So they had it live streaming on NASA TV, which, by the way, is awesome, and you should just watch it all the time. Because they have shit like footage of spacewalks. And, oh, hey, look at that, a live video feed from the fucking space station that's been up there for 15 years as of this week.
Yep.
Good week for space. I've been freaking out a little bit, just like nonstop all week. It's been amazing.
Had a lot of cool things happen in the astronomical realm lately.
Fucking space. So,
Fucking amazing.
at one point, one of the guys was like, oh, this is really useful information for in the 30s when we have people living on Mars. And I'm just like, we have a time frame. It's not going to be me, but I will live vicariously the fuck out of this. So, also they're recruiting astronauts.
Nice.
I know. I'm like, I'm too fat and old and don't have enough degrees. Somebody I know do this so I can be friends with an astronaut, please.
I'm too old and too fat and don't have enough degrees.
No, you just need 1 degree.
Oh.
They posted a list of their requirements.
So-
It's not as high as you'd think.
Oh.
Slight science sidetrack, sorry. The story I did last time about the super mega structure they were looking at.
Yeah.
God, what's the radio telescope, the huge one?
Kepler.
Hubble?
Kepler.
Kepler, yes. They
Hubble's an optical telescope.
Sorry.
yeah.
I
So
knew that.
Kepler, they did a study over the last 3 weeks or so, and so far the results are indicating that it is not artificial origin, that it is something natural.
Oh, the
Damn it.
structure. Yeah,
I
was
really
thinking
wanted
about
it to
that.
be a structure.
I did
Yeah,
too.
they were checking for X-rays and wavelengths from certain frequencies that they would expect to see if it was something like a Dyson sphere collecting solar energy and all that kind of thing. They found nothing.
Maybe it gave them good ideas for doing something like that for us, though.
Yeah.
Like inspiration. Space edition.
I think it was more a matter of somebody made the suggestion and then everybody just kind of ran with it.
Yeah.
And they went, "Oh, we had that idea and they're doing it. Yay!" And no.
Kind of like how on the thing that was my news that I was talking about, when they took questions at the end, there were a lot of crazies that were like pushing up the glass letters. Now it's popular science fiction. And every time I was watching the astronauts, the NASA employees, every time that happened, because I'm just like, how are they not rolling their eyes? Like, it's wow. They must have been practicing for this. Like,
Yeah.
they had to practice not rolling their eyes at crazies. There was 2 of them, and then I had to clock back in from lunch. But so basically, what they figured out is there have been a lot of theories over the years on what happened to Mars's atmosphere, and they've
Because Mars should have had an atmosphere. It's large
Yeah.
enough and dense enough.
and also if it had liquid water at some point, which the landforms look like they were formed by rivers and lakes, there would have had to have been an atmosphere in place. So they sent the MAVEN program, and I totally wrote down what MAVEN stood for. It's like Mars Atmospheric Volatile Environment something mission. Basically, it was a mission specifically to go study Mars' atmosphere and the environment there. So they observed Mars. They just hit the 1-year mark. And what they figured out is that the solar winds, and this is a really big deal because this is the first time we've been able to observe something like this in effect. So I think a lot of people were like, oh, they weren't announcing that there's little aliens. This is no big deal. But it's like, no, dummies. This is amazing. Like, this is everything we learn helps us learn more. Just because you don't understand why it's important right now doesn't mean it's not going to be important in the future.
Yep.
I'm okay. Solar winds blow away, and they blow with finger quotes because it's not really wind. It's particles shooting off from the sun. Super fast. They hit other particles in the atmosphere and knock them halfway to Sunday.
Shit goes boof.
Yeah, they go poof. Ours doesn't do that because we have a magnetic field around us that hangs onto them. But the particles
So
up
does
there.
Venus, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Venus, and there was another one that they listed that I can't remember right now. But
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you.
the particles that don't have charges still get knocked away because the magnetic field can't hold on to them. But so Mars, what they think is that billions and billions of years ago, Mars cooled off to the point where it lost its magnetic field, and solar winds started blowing the shit out of the atmosphere. They think the majority of it. So Mars.
So the Germans were there, is what you're saying.
Fuck you. The Martian atmosphere is 1% as thick as Earth's. So they think that the majority of this loss occurred back during the early stages of our solar system because the sun was younger and more active, and because they've observed that it currently on a good day, the solar winds blow away 100 grams of Martian atmosphere every second, which one of the scientists equated to just like a quarter pounder floating off into space every second.
Yeah.
Which made me hungry. Damn it. But so they were able to observe it, and if it continues at this rate, it would take over 1 billion years for the rest of the atmosphere to get eroded away, which I'm just going to start saying because that seems to be a more apt analogy than blowing away. Eroding, I think, is better. But so back in the beginning of the solar system, the solar storms were stronger. So obviously, when the solar storms are stronger, we had 3 like back-to-back really major solar events this year, so they were actually able to observe this. It increases like 10 to 100-fold the rate of deterioration when there's some major solar activity going on. So they think that the majority of it got wiped out billions of years ago.
Can you imagine at 100 whoppers? flying out of the atmosphere every second.
I know, that's insane. That's so much ground beef, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah. I really want a cheeseburger
Or
now.
3 whole cows.
Yeah. But so, basically, this is a really big deal because what a lot of people don't understand is they're like, okay, well, how does this help us? This happened billions of years ago. When we make discoveries on Earth, you know, we've got the context to put them into that helps us understand it better because we know how things work here. But like understanding current climate on Mars can help us understand the past climate on Mars and help us figure out how that would affect the possibility of life having existed and stuff like that. Like they were talking about how they think that there's probably aquifers underneath the Martian soil, and if there ever was life on Mars, that's probably the most likely place that they'll find evidence of it, because it would be protected from the solar winds and all the radiation and all that stuff. So it's super interesting, and it's going to help us understand our atmosphere better and help figure out as far as settlements go on Mars, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you look at the prospects of terraforming Mars, I mean, you know, we kind of already knew that the lack of the magnetic field is going to be a major issue.
With radiation and whatnot, yeah.
Even if we find a way to restore and rebuild the atmosphere on Mars, it's going to erode away. So we got to be able to come up with some way to prevent that.
So no melting a giant ice cap via fucking Total Recall style, then, is what you're saying?
I mean, well, the thing is if in theory they could melt the polar ice caps and restore some atmosphere to Mars, eventually that atmosphere that they restore is going to get eroded away.
Here's the problem, is because there's not a major atmosphere on Mars. If they melt the ice caps, it's just going to evaporate super quickly. Like, it's not going to hang out. So
that's true.
That's
because
super
that was
implausible, because you would have to have an atmosphere before having the water.
Yeah, and I just remember that part of the theory of that was that was with the theory in mind that the atmosphere ended up being glacially locked, which it didn't. It's just not there.
Yeah, it blew away. One of the scientists was quoting Bob Dylan like a fucking boss. He's like, the answer, my friends, is blowing in the wind. And I'm just like, you should have had sunglasses to put on and go, yeah! Like, that was amazing. Like, these guys, and there was actually a lady scientist too, which made me super happy. But, like, they all had their spiels, and they all had some pretty good illustration. Like, if you can find, I'm sure if you go on to nasa.gov, I'm sure they've got, and I'll look and see if I can find a link and send it to you. I'm sure they've got you can watch it. Yeah. Because it was a really informative video. They had some really good visual aids. Like, they figured out that they blow away in a cone shape. You know, basically like exactly what you would picture the wind moving around a sphere would be.
A jet stream.
Yeah, and they got approved for a prolonged mission, so they're going to keep observing and learning cool things, which is exciting. So, you guys, there's going to be people living on Mars within the next 20 years or so. Like, does that not blow your fucking mind? I'm just, like, giddy about this. I don't understand how more people don't follow these advancements, because the space program is amazing, and the shit that they do.
Because they don't realize how much that NASA and the space programs around the world have actually contributed to life on Earth.
Yeah, did you see there was a video floating around that was like 15 advancements made in the last 15 years of the people living on the space station that have helped life on Earth? Like, the fact that they have to make shit like that to have people not think it's a waste of time. Just people are living in fucking space. What's wrong with you? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's not to be pumped about? I'm okay.
And I'm just thinking of the cool shit we've done in the last, year? Like,
God, I know.
The fucking flyby on Pluto.
Well, I mean, that started a lot longer than a year ago.
But it happened recently.
Yeah.
Like, it did start, but I mean,
we reaped
the event,
benefits recently, yeah.
And then, like, the fucking comet landing, fucking, Mars rover. I mean, all that shit is just, that's all happened in, like, the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's fucking crazy.
It's amazing, and I think what blows my mind the most about when I do these stories for our news is like, don't read the comments section. Just don't. The number of people that think that this is a giant waste of time blows my mind. It's like, are you unaware of how shitty everything is on this planet and how we're probably going to have to abandon ship in the next few hundred years? Like, this is...
Those are probably the same people that support Donald Trump, too.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. But, like, oh, God, they're probably the same people that think Osama bin Laden's a Muslim and that matters. Or Osama bin Laden.
You mean Barack Obama?
Yeah, I'm tired. I don't know. That's...
He's not American.
But, like,
Shoot your guns in the air.
like the guy from The Simpsons. Yeah! Yeah. There's actual people like that, and it makes me sad. Like, how do you not have a sense of childlike wonder over the fact that there's people in space right now, and they live there, and they're getting up, and they're taking their weird whatever equivalent of a space shower is, probably wet naps, I would imagine. You know, they're taking a dump, they're eating their breakfast, they're drinking their coffee, because that exists in space now. They're going out, they're
growing their plants.
Yeah, they're growing their plants. They're going out, they're doing spacewalks in zero gravity, fixing their cooling system, because that happened.
Aging their space whiskey.
Yeah, aging their space whiskey. Like, all this is
Bastards.
happening right now.
Space whiskey.
And it's circling our planet constantly. Like, how do you not get I don't understand how you don't get excited about that.
Some of my favorite images from space are always the ones that look back at Earth and you can see the fucking storms happening from,
those
from
are cool.
space.
I like
the
the ones where you can see
hurricanes
the
and
lights.
lightning and
I like the ones where you can see the lights a lot. Like
the city lights.
night.
well, but ones of the Aurora Borealis taken from the space station are
Oh yeah, we're just kind of like
incredible.
looks above the Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
Wish
I
the
s-
live feed cams picked up the night lights on the cities.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I saw this picture that kind of I thought was amazing. That was that stereotypical picture from the moon landing of, you know, the moon with the Earth floating over the surface. And it was like the astronaut who took this is literally the only human being, alive or dead, that's not in this picture.
Yeah.
Like, every other person, either buried in the earth or walking around on top of it, is in that picture, except for the person who took it.
But he could have easily flipped around and did this.
Except the selfie hadn't been invented yet.
Because people didn't have the egos they do today. But, like, that just kind of... I was like, how do you not just live in complete awe that that's a thing that happened? Like, somebody took a picture with everyone in it.
Say cheese.
I mean, anyone who's ever tried to get a photo at, like, a family reunion should know what a big deal that is.
Trying to get the 4 toddlers running
Yeah.
around to try and hold
There
still
were a
for
lot more
5
toddlers
seconds.
than that in this picture.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them were our parents.
Yep. Because that's how long ago that picture was taken.
Yeah. I don't know, it's cool. I get upset that people don't think it's as cool as it is. The end. Sorry, this turned into the Nikki space rant. I did not mean for it to.
The give us NASA rant.
Yeah, the more money for NASA, please. K thanks.
I have this wacky idea. You know all those taxes that we pay?
The ones that are going to do things like fight gay rights and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have this great idea. Let's use them for healthcare, education, and science funding.
what?
Yeah.
But we should teach religion in schools. I love the picture floating around. That's like, oh, you think religion should be taught in schools? Is that all religion or just yours?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
And we do technically learn about all religions, like through history class and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's
Not
not.
well.
Not like in depth, but I mean,
Well,
well, that's an inside joke. Come on, now nobody's gonna get that.
I got it.
Yeah, it's very inside. Like the 4 people at this table are gonna get it.
That's the name of the company Dustin and I work for.
I thought we weren't saying that on there.
Yeah, I thought we weren't either, but that's
We
okay.
weren't?
That's
No.
just for.
Yeah.
I
See.
didn't know that.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah.
It
Long
might have
time
been
ago.
Before I started doing the podcast. Probably.
I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah. But
They've-
anyway.
They've sponsored a couple of things we've done now, so
Sorry.
no, that's fine. It's all good.
We can
But-
edit it out.
No, it's good.
We could just have music playing that's like a Nikki was a dumbass. Stay
Well,
tuned.
we haven't actually
But here's the
said
thing.
the name, so it's fine.
Here's the thing. I'm completely lazy and I leave everything in.
He does.
He does.
He totally does.
I'm sorry.
Remember how our first shows used to have really cool editings? And we used to have used to go to the nose show and it'd go like, dee, 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 and then it'd go into the news and then, yeah, I've given that up.
It's fine.
And we're still just as entertaining, I think.
We entertain ourselves. That's all that matters. That's my new life philosophy. Is I think I'm hilarious. If anyone else laughs, it's just a bonus. The bonus doesn't usually happen.
That's why it's a bonus.
Exactly.
Hey, Dustin. You got a news.
I give you heavy sores. This is the kid-friendly metal band from Finland,
Yeah.
made up of dinosaurs.
Are they cartoon dinosaurs?
They're like, imagine if the Ninja Turtles had animated faces, like from the movie.
This is probably copyrighted.
This is not what I expected to be. Hold on.
It's confusing.
It's like slow metal. Let's try something up there.
The guitar's pretty rocking though. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it was.
I dig that kind of stuff. I might be listening to kid music in a language I don't understand. It's fine. Don't judge.
Stupid advertisements.
Yeah.
What? It's cool. They got like a
He's
Stegosaurus
gonna
and
ding us again.
a T-Rex and a thing and more dinosaurs. And it basically, so imagine the anthropomorphic suits like the Ninja Turtles wore. Better yet, the show Dinosaurs.
Yes.
Okay, so, but imagine that. But the faces, for some reason, just the mouths, are computer animated. There we go. It's cool. The video I'm watching, they're actually up on stage. And it's just a bunch of kids moshing out in the front of the fucking... Anyway. Huh?
You should probably link to the video so people can observe
I will.
this.
I'll embed a video.
By the way, I shared the vagina song and tagged you guys.
Oh God, Mike! I don't want my name associated with that
Yeah.
shit.
It's a BuzzFeed video. It's the guys from BuzzFeed.
That doesn't necessarily make it better.
Are you talking like the Try Guy?
We go under the clitoris and take a nice trip round the uterus.
On your left, you'll pass the cervix. Your right, you see a vulva.
Swimming through the fallopian tubes, it's all part of the vagina. It's a tubular sex organ.
I mean, it's educational. Never mind. Yeah, I'm fine with that. If it's educational,
Yeah.
science.
Yay for mixers. Anyway, that's not technically my news. I just thought you guys should know about Heavysaurus.
I
'cause
appreciate it.
they're pretty awesome.
And maybe my new fucking band, but I like the best of all the fucking bands. It's fine.
That song is called Juranoid. Juranoid.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, my real news is about a man by the name of Daniel who is amazingly awesome and is probably the most sought after human being on the planet right now. But he recently, the last week or so, there was a big thing out where this guy named Daniel, who's fallen with terminally ill,
Some sort of.
let's see here. Well, here, I'll just read it. This comes from StarWarsUnderworld.com. It says, if you've been on the internet at all over the past week, you've probably heard about Daniel Fleetwood. Daniel is a lifelong Star Wars fan, and for everyone these days, he has been anxiously awaiting the release of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Sadly, back in July, Daniel was diagnosed with spinal cell sarcoma, which is a rare form of connective tissue cancer, and he has only been given 2 months left to live. Since Daniel has been worried that he may not make it until December when The Force Awakens is released, which led him and his family to begin the Force for Daniel campaign. Using the hashtag Force for Daniel, they reached out to Star Wars fans across the web to help gain attention of the powers that be at Disney, Lucasfilm, and Bad Robot. The campaign gained massive attention across the internet, even gaining the support of the Force Awakens stars Mark Hamill, Peter Mayhew, John Boyega, John Boyega on Twitter. Thankfully, just moments ago, and this was back on
It was just
on the
last
5th.
couple of days, yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, just moments ago, Daniel's wife Ashley confirmed via Facebook that director J.J. Abrams and his team have made Daniel's dream a reality. Here's what she wrote. To all the wonderful supporters, friends, family, and the awesome strangers, Daniel's final dream was just granted. Today, the wonderful Disney and Lucasfilms made his final dream come true in the amazing, typical Disney way. They really do make dreams come true. Daniel just finished watching the unedited version of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. He would like to thank the awesomely talented J.J. Abrams for calling us yesterday and to tell us that Daniel was getting his wish granted. We also would like to thank Lynn, Ben, and Anahuac, I'm not sure how to say that name, sorry, for coming to our home and screening the movie for Daniel. Lastly, I want to thank all the amazing people who helped make this happen. Thank you beyond words. May the Force be with you all. # Force for Daniel. This is what makes Star Wars, and especially Star Wars fans, so amazing. Hats off to J.J. Abrams and everyone behind the scenes who made this happen, and major kudos to fans around the world who came and rallied around Daniel to help make this happen. Our hearts go out to Fleetwood family during this extremely difficult time. If you would like to lend more much-needed support to the Daniel family, please visit their GoFundMe page, which I'll have this article linked up, and if I remember, I'll try and put the GoFundMe directly on our page too as well, so that way you can just go right to it, which I think will be cool to have. Because we all know cancer pills are not cheap.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate, but goddamn it, this guy is amazing. And thanks to J.J. Abrams for being a fucking awesome human being.
Yeah.
And if you ever know anything about J.J. Abrams, if you ever watch him in interviews and stuff like that, this dude, he's obviously a very busy human being, but he always takes time to, like reach out to people when he can. It seems like him and, people like, fucking Robert Downey Jr. is another amazing human being who's, been reaching out to, kids with physical disabilities, it seems like.
Yep.
And giving them crazy armor.
Yep.
Showing up as fucking Tony Stark.
Yeah. Straight up as Tony Stark and giving him a bionic 3D printed arm.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so stuff like this really warms the heart, and it's nice to see that the Star Wars people and Disney and Lucasfilms and J.J. Abrams production company, Bad Robot, did that for him. There's a cool picture of him standing here with his buddies. He's got a little BB-8 shirt on and a beanie. He looks like a sweet guy too. He doesn't look like somebody who was a jerk all his life.
That's good.
But and not that if he was a jerk, that wouldn't necessarily mean he deserved it.
I wasn't gonna call.
I know.
But I was thinking it.
It's hard to word your stuff around and stuff like this because sometimes you feel like you might accidentally stick your foot in your mouth, but nothing but love and support for this guy. So anyway, that was my news. It was fairly quick, but
I'm a little teary.
would you like a wet nap?
How is that?
No,
gonna
that would
help
hurt.
tears? That would be awful.
Put it right in your eyes.
Have some alcohol for your eyeballs, Mike.
I don't know.
Oh, man. God.
Just the alcohol burn in your eyes. Dry out your eyeballs. You won't cry
It's
anymore.
not helping. It's making it worse.
Why did you say this would be a good idea?
Yeah. And for the rest of us in the world, the second international trailer came out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, looked completely badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Say a lot more revealing stuff, I think, in this trailer than the others.
Mm-hmm. Still no Luke.
Still no Luke, though, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do like how they're hiding Luke. I think that's fun.
Yeah, I think it's fun too, especially since
Oh, you know they're doing it on purpose to fuck with people.
Oh, yeah.
and there's always the speculation that the robot hand that touches R2-D2 is Luke.
Yeah.
But technically you don't see his face.
It probably is Luke,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, you don't see his face.
Mm.
He's totally gone Sith Lord.
I don't think Luke's a Sith Lord. I don't think they're going to do that to him.
You don't
Plus-
think or you hope?
I don't think. Plus, the way they've shown him is he's still wearing Jedi-style robes.
Mm-hmm.
And, the browns.
It's a black robe.
No, it's not. It's like light gray.
He
Really?
wore black in one of the movies.
I thought it
It's
was.
Yeah, in the
Are
third
you
movie.
clothes racist, Mike?
Oh, all right.
Black Jedi robes matter.
Oh, what? Like I don't wear black.
Did you really just? Oh,
Sith Lords are people too.
oh God.
Where they were at some point before they went to the dark side.
Dark side matters.
Everything matters.
Anyway, but yeah, I would say they definitely took it up a notch on the action scenes as far as the space battles go, or the air battles go.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty awesome looking.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, the ties on the horizon. Oh.
Yeah.
We should all go see it together.
I've already got tickets.
Because you're an asshole and didn't ask the rest of us if we
Fucking
wanted to go
hate
with
you.
you.
Jen went and bought them.
Why would you? Hey, Mike and Mason, you want to go see the Star Wars movie together without Dustin?
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay.
I'll see it again.
No.
Not with us?
Oh, fuck you guys.
He's actually really sad about this. You can come with us if you're not a jerk.
When was I a jerk?
No, I mean, like, if you're like, oh, you guys, this part, I will straight up cut you.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
I will already have the knife at your throat.
Yeah, no,
ready.
Mason's always armed.
Just 2.5 hours of Mason with a fucking blade at my throat the whole time.
You joke, but I'm pretty sure you're pretty serious about that.
Just be careful that Sarah and I don't invent the lightsaber ahead of time.
Oh, shit. Please do.
Just be hitting this metal cylinder next to your head the whole time. What's that? Don't worry about it. You won't have to find out if you're good.
If you're good, you never need to know.
Oh, that's right. Spectre came out this weekend, too.
Yes, Inspector is out this weekend.
I really want to see the Krampus movie.
I don't know if that's going to be a good movie or not.
I just...
But it's got one of the guys we met in it.
I know. I'm just...
Wait, it does?
Yeah, the guy who plays Krampus is the big... I forgot his name all of a sudden, but the good big buff guy we met at Tree City.
Oh, cool. The guy that held the cloud sword and it looked like a normal sword?
Probably.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
Yeah. Then
That guy was huge.
also, the trailer for the Warcraft movie came out.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they show a teaser trailer?
Like this was a
years
full
ago?
trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like it is. It looks like it's going to be what I would expect from a Warcraft movie, which is awesome medieval fantasy eye candy.
Yeah, it doesn't... I don't know how much effort they'll put into it.
They've put a lot of effort into it.
Like
You
visual
see-
effort, but I mean this. Yeah.
Well, the story is Warcraft 1 Orcs and Humans, from the look of it.
Okay, Mason, speaking of eye candy, guess who has 2 thumbs and owns a copy of Neil Gaiman's Trigger Warnings autographed by the author himself? No, 2 thumbs, not 1 middle finger, Mason. Damn it, Mason. Did it wrong. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you know how sometimes they say that you don't have any fucks to give, and they find funny ways to say that you don't have fucks to give.
Mm-hmm. I have a gift saved on my phone specifically for such occasions.
I have all the fucks to give. I have a cornucopia of fucks that I'm willing to just shower upon you.
That sounds horrible.
Yes, yes, it does.
So yeah, no, I think that the Warcraft movie is actually going to probably be better than a lot of people want to give it credit for.
I thought it looked cool.
You know, because
I never played WoW, so.
Blizzard has a lot. You know, Blizzard themselves already had a lot of money to throw at the project, not to mention the actual movie production companies. Plus, I don't know if anyone else watches it, but the History Channel show Vikings.
Yes.
Ragnar
Yes.
is
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah, it looks like he's the lead human.
What?
Yeah.
I did not
Like,
catch
do they just
that.
CG his face onto the human, or like?
No, it looks like he's the actor. But
The CG movie though?
no,
I must have. I haven't seen the trailer, but I can swear to God, the teaser I saw was like all CG.
Well, was it orcs and shit that you
Yeah.
were looking at? That's probably why.
but the orcs don't look CG anymore. They look like they're scarily good. How well they're done.
I'll have to go back and actually watch the trailer.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the trailers, but no, the guy who plays Ragnar Lothbrok, it's hard to tell it's him because he has hair on the sides of his head.
What?
Yeah, that's messed me up the first time I watched it too.
That's probably exactly why I didn't recognize
Yeah.
it, actually.
Yeah. And we're kind of assuming, but little baby, like
Yeah,
Thrall.
little baby Thrall.
Sorry, we love Thrall.
But yeah, no, it looks like it'll be a good movie. They're definitely setting up to be more than one movie.
Yeah.
Because they show Thrall, the leader of the Horde, by the time World of Warcraft comes around, as a baby, which that would have put it in the time of Warcraft Orcs and Humans. So, they're setting up having more than one movie because if they put baby Thrall into it, the Warcraft fans are not going to stop until they get a movie with adult Thrall. So,
What are you talking about? Nerds on the internet don't pester things ever.
no, they're totally
Reasonable, functioning humans
yeah.
with a sense of boundaries and what's right and wrong.
Most of them do.
No.
Really. It's a small vocal minority that don't.
Vocal minority.
Yep.
Vocal.
So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to mention those.
That'd be a
couple of-
really badass punk name, actually, like a punk band. Vocal minority.
Yes, it would.
We're
Do you have any musical talent? No, you do. You're out.
Well, not like guitar wise.
Oh, okay.
And I get stage fright, so I'd be great in a punk band.
Oh, okay.
I'd just be like in the corner crying and screaming. It's perfect.
Okay, that works. So
Doing full on Sid Vicious spitting on people. Like, I'd be all over this
Okay.
shit. It's fine. Mike looked concerned. He thinks
I mean, no, we had to be an old school punk band too. We'd have to be
Oh, yeah.
like, you know,
that's
Sex Pistols or Black Flag or something. You know, circa 1978.
you've met me, right?
Yeah.
I used to go to Punk Mondays like every single week. I had a mohawk, Mason.
I know.
Ah.
Just in. Ready? So John Keithley, our buddy over at Mystery House Comics, live update. So far we have had 88 attendees and they've raised $1,015 so far.
Shit.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Versus last year's 25 attendees and $1,200.
Yeah. I guess last year they had to split the event between like BSU and his house.
Oh,
Weird.
Yeah, well, because the place they were at BSU was only open for so many hours.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
they just like went to his house.
Says we're still going. Go to extralife.org and search Mystery House Comics, which by the time this goes up, that will be null. But
right.
You can still donate to
But
the
you can
cause.
still
though.
Yeah,
donate,
you can
I
still
think.
donate at any time.
It just won't count for this event. But we had some of our coworkers, after I emailed around about it, donated.
I've also decided that when I get a house big enough that actually allows me to have a man cave, I'm getting artwork by all my favorite people, including this person over
I'm
here.
one of his favorite people.
Yay.
Why is my pop filter all the way over here? That doesn't help anything.
But some
I think
artwork
you're sitting
by,
back far enough from it that it's
Let's
not
say
going to
it's
matter.
artwork by Nikki, artwork by, I'm assuming, Adrienne and JT, and yeah.
Dan
Bet Spink-
Feldmeyer, Nicole
Feldmeyer.
Brune,
I
and,
bet Spink
Paul.
could be
and one guy
coerced.
that you guys don't really know, a guy named Fuzzy out in Bandon, Oregon.
You showed me his stuff, though.
He's the tattoo artist I met
Oh, right.
on a whim. And then Erica down here at the other street, the other tattoo artist I know, she's also a traditional artist as well.
Okay.
She had this fucking like about 5 or 6 years ago, and she actually got Jason David Frank to sign it. But she has a painting of the Green Ranger, and I've seen it float around on the internet just randomly.
Yeah.
But it's a legit painting of the Green Ranger, and it is fucking terrifyingly awesome.
Okay.
Like I can't. It looks.
Dustin no have words.
I have no words. Like that is worth having. Anyway.
And she actually got Jason David Frank to sign it.
Yep.
Cool.
That's pretty awesome.
All right. I know we're not on a time frame, but I'm getting like I need a break.
I know. I need a drink.
Okay.
My throat's getting dry. Not that kind of drink. It's not the 1950s.
Although that being said, Boise Brewing has a chocolate milk stout right now.
Sounds tasty.
Right? Just saying.
Kind of like in.
It's on tap for like the next month. It sounds incredible.
Yeah.
The
It would
end.
be nice if it was the 1950s, though, at least in that respect, where we could actually have a wet bar at work and
Drink
have
our
a drink.
lunch.
Yeah.
Have a brandy for lunch.
Yep. I was thinking, lunchtime. I was thinking more of a Manhattan.
I was thinking martinis.
Or
'cause,
martini. Yeah.
I don't like them, but I love the glasses they're served in. I love the ingredients in them. Just you combine them together. I'm not a huge fan.
There's only one ingredient in a martini.
Well, gin and vermouth.
Gin.
Vermouth usually.
You wave the vermouth bottle at the shaker.
Oh, is that what I've been doing wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like gin, so that's probably gonna fix it.
Yeah.
Derp.
Not a bartender.
Anyway.
Know nothing about alcohol hardly.
I had Absolute ads in my high school locker because I loved them graphically speaking.
I have
Absolute ads are very well done advertising.
Yeah.
I have a small disdain for Absolute. Not against them personally, but I was actually approached in high school to do the senior artwork for the senior girls, and they wanted Absolute Senior in the form of the Absolute bottle, like the logo for their T-shirts. School said no because it was an alcohol-based ad.
Yeah, I got told to take my ads down. My friend and I, we went through every magazine ever. We found, all the different ads. There were no repeats. Our locker was covered. It was amazing. Then they asked us to take them down, fuckers.
This is just the love for advertising.
I
It
am
has
a
nothing to do
graphic
with
design
booze.
nerd. What don't you understand?
All right, we should probably end this.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. Good to have the OG crew back, all in one spot on an early Saturday.
That was kind
which
of
is
a
odd.
burp.
That was weak.
I chugged. It was too moist.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, for the Nerd Effect News Show, we have been
Mac Morgan.
Mason Ireland.
I think of Nikki Prindle, but I might also be Verna Vendetta or Science Sarah. It's
Confusing now.
Yeah,
we don't even know. I don't even know. Do you even know?
no, but
Dun dun dun.
what I do know is that I am Dustin Vancouver, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.